So, it should come as no surprise to most of you that I really enjoy shmups. What's up guys, Steinbot here, and today we're taking a look at Legacy of the Elder Star from Kickbomb. Now, this is a shmup with a unique twist. I love shooters, and I'm always excited when I find one that does something new or different. So let's take a look at the settings real quick. This will be pretty quick, pretty simple, because this is a 2D game with a pretty simple yet gorgeous art style. So, display, you've got your resolutions, you've got vertical sync on or off, you've got windowed, and you've got reduced background detail. Inputs, you've got your mouse speed. This can be adjusted in-game with your mouse wheel. You can toggle auto-fire with a middle click, and you can auto-fire the primary weapon if you so choose. Audio, separate volume sliders, fantastic. System, you can go back to defaults, reset your tutorials, and reset all game progress, and submit anonymous gameplay data. Accessibility, so glad to see this. You've got camera shake, you've got a colorblind mode, which is fantastic. And you have actually this little blurb right here, this little picture to let you know if you need it. And you've got your screen flashes on or off. And then capture. You can press S to take a screenshot. You can press G to capture a 4-second animated GIF. So really cool. A lot of little neat touches there. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward though, and can't fault them for anything that's in it. You have your unlocks here. I'm currently D rank on the story. None of my friends have this game, so screw you guys. Alright, now, so what's the story of Legacy of Elder Star? Well, this right here, this big blue thing is the Elder Star, and it's the source of all life in the galaxy, and these assholes right here are the Infinite Legion, and they don't like life because they're robots, and they came and destroyed the Elder Star and broke up its core, and now the defender of the Elder Star, you, the Cosmonaut, has busted out and come to kick some ass and put it back together. So, let's hop into practice. So here you see the 5 levels that I've unlocked. There's 4 for the story, and then the end level. So we'll just go ahead and take on, let's do Garden, because I don't like Perimeter that much. Now you have a main weapon, a secondary weapon, and a special ability. I have not unlocked all of the stuff yet, obviously. Let's go ahead and, we'll set it back to default for a minute and let you guys kind of see what you're dealing with when you first start off the game. This game is controlled entirely by the mouse, so you move with the mouse, you adjust the sensitivity of the mouse wheel up and down with the scroll wheel, you hold left to fire, you hold right to fire your right weapon, which actually in this case I'll show you is going to be a dash, and then when you fill up your ability meter you press both at once to fire it. You can also use the keyboard. I think it's absolutely fine with the mouse. I really like the simplicity of control. It's very easy to get the hang of, but it's also extremely precise and can be as awesome as you want it to be. So, with your secondary attack, you have the Star Dash, which makes you invulnerable for a minute and lets you do damage by dashing through enemies. It does have a cooldown timer, or not a cooldown timer, a charge meter up top that you can see. If you let it run all the way out, it'll take a couple extra seconds to recharge, leaving you vulnerable. It's a great tool for dodging fire, for taking on bosses and getting through their bullet hell patterns. You see that it also doesn't kill all enemies right away. It can take a minute. But it allows you to traverse the levels very quickly just by holding down the right mouse and moving it around. It's very precise, very smooth. I really like it. Now you see my health up there in the top left, as well as my ability meter filling up. It's really cool. It's something I could imagine being done on a phone, but you could never control this game precisely enough on a phone, I don't think. It's incredibly satisfying. So here we have our special ability and a mini-boss, so perfect timing. Ouch. You notice we're not doing a lot of damage, but you'll see what I mean about using the invulnerability from the Star Dash to dodge things there. And if you haven't noticed, this game has just a killer soundtrack. Damn, almost got him. So you kind of have to be on your game to kill the mini-bosses. And there's a timer that'll tick down on the main bosses for par. You'll still be able to kill them, but you get extra points if you kill them within the par time. And you'll notice that score in the top left with the multiplier. That is a big aspect of this game, is old school score attacking. I'm going to up my mouse sensitivity here. This is an option I really like. It also shows you quite clearly what your sensitivity is on. I find myself tinkering with it a lot, depending on the situation. It's a really nice thing to have. And here we are at our first boss, so let's go ahead and take a look at him. Now, let's also talk about the art style. This game has a really crisp, clean art style. It's kind of hand-drawn. Cosmonaut himself has a lot of personality. It's very easy to see the weak spots on bosses and also on you. And you do have a very specific weak spot. It is your eye. And this boss is going to take some punishment, but fantastic boss theme. The music in this game is top-notch. Now, here's something I really like. This game does not have a live system. You'll see I have a 1.5x multiplier up here. Continue, it's going to drop it to 1. This game does not punish you in an overly harsh manner for dying. Kickbomb wants you to see this end of this game. They want you to have a good time with it. They don't want it to be frustrating. And the whole game is designed around that idea, I feel. And I like that. It's a fun, responsive shooter with great music, a great art style. It's a blast to play, but there are penalties for dying. It does lower your combo meter, and it also resets your ability charge gauge. So, and there are bonuses at the end of each mission, and oftentimes the one that you'll see is, don't take a hit, don't die. You'll see down there on the boss life bar that timer ticking back up. I've missed the par time, but I did actually beat the game, so we get a core piece. Alright, so we've got our stage complete. Here are your bonuses. Complete the stage without getting hit. Majority of kills are bonus kills. Never burned out the secondary weapon. Grazed or captured 300 bullets. Earn all of the medals in the stage. A lot of mechanics at play. A lot of impetus to really perfect your play. So let's jump into another practice level, and I'll show you some other weapons. So I do have a shotgun, and I have a secondary weapon, which is a swarm missile. So this is a really interesting way to use this. So go ahead and continue here, and this is the very first level of the game, stage 1. Each level gives you a little context as to why you're there, and let's go ahead and get our kill on. So I'm using the shotgun, much more powerful weapon. You'll also notice that when I dash through with this particular secondary weapon, it marks enemies to be killed with the missiles as soon as I release it. The shotgun is much more powerful. I use this mainly to take out bosses in par time when I want to. I think it speaks a lot to the abilities of this dev team that they have created a fantastic art style and really interesting ways to play. But I'm going to be quiet and let you guys listen to the music for just a minute. It's so good. I love this kind of chiptune-esque music. It's really great. Alright, so swarm missiles is a neat power-up. There's one more that I want to show you guys for an ability. But the missile is awesome and everything, but there's another one that's really, really powerful. So let's go ahead and take out this boss, and then we'll give you a look at it. Now, this ought to be pretty interesting. One of the things about the Star Dash is it's great for taking out regular enemies. It doesn't do a lot of damage to bosses. This doesn't do a ton either, but you can rack up successive charges on him. So, like that. So there's some strategy in picking, for the levels and for the enemies once you start learning the game. What weapon you want to take into a given level. And the bosses have some rough patterns. They are not pushovers. But as you can see with this set of weapons, we're well on our way to beating the par time. I just love the sheer simplicity of the controls, but how well they function. In case you guys can't tell, I definitely am a big fan of this game. I like the art style, I like the weapons, the play. It's a very, very cool game. And it has one other added element that I'm really a fan of that will keep me playing it, because one of the problems with shmups is, you beat the story and then really all that's left is to just kind of challenge your personal best. But Legacy of the Elder Star actually has a daily challenge mode and then one more mode I have not unlocked, so curious to see what that is. But so the daily challenges gives you a stage and a weapon loadout that's chosen at random every day, and it's the same for all players. So this level is going to... I'm going to turn this off now that you guys have seen it 4 or 5 times. This is the Spires level, another fantastic looking level. All of them really are. This is going to give us the shotgun, the Star Dash, and a rather unique special ability. Now, in this mode, once you die, it's over. There is a way to extend your health in the main story. Once you hit, I believe it's 20 million points, the game will extend your health. This is really a how far can you get kind of mode, and I think it's going to add a lot of replay to the game for me, because it's going to keep me coming back and challenging myself. I can only hope that a few of my friends get this game, because this is the kind of game that you really want to have some buddies that are playing to challenge their personal times on the leaderboard. It makes it that much more personal when it's a name you know. That is so satisfying. It's just never going to get old. So as you can see, the Star Dash doesn't do much to bosses and mini-bosses. Now, I'm going to hold off on using our ability because I really want to show it to you guys in a setting with a lot of enemies, because that's kind of what it's made for. Oh, he got away. That's a shame. Oh, well then. But as you can see, the Star Dash has its own uses in the boss battles. If you get in trouble with one of these patterns, you can just go invulnerable and kind of dodge through it like that. Get out of here. Music is so good. So check this out. Really cool weapon. Probably my favorite special ability I've seen in a shooter in a while. So much fun. And it looks like we've got a boss coming up with 1 health. Can we do it? No, we can't, because it's the Hydra Berserker, and it's my worst boss fight. Really cool boss. Really hard for me to kill. Those tentacles that pop out from the side are a major issue for me. If we could get our special ability, there's a chance we can kill it, but yeah, we're dead. I knew that was coming, but did pretty well, so take a look here. Alright guys, so yeah, this is a really fun game. It looks very simple, but as I found out very quickly, there's a lot more to it than you would first think. So I would encourage you guys to all go check it out. The link to the Steam page is in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. My name has been Dimebot. I'll see you next time.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out some of these other videos from Sanitarium.FM and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. The information is right below that big shiny subscribe button.